Alright, it's that time of year again. I thought I had more venison than this. But venison, pork and pork. So about 40 pounds, almost 40 pounds, probably around 35-40 pounds of meat total to make sausage with. Alright, this is the deer meat. I'm gonna get cranking on this. I'll just get that's all fat and stuff like that, gristle. I get some of it off, but some of them I can't. This is in between the ribs, so I can't really cut all of that off. I might go for a little bit, but if you sat there doing that all day long, you'd never get this done. So it kind of goes into the grind. So, but if I see really gristly parts, I'll go ahead and take that off and try and get, always looking for glands or something like that that I might have missed. I usually don't miss that when before I'm putting it away, but if I get too much of a white area, I don't like the white in there, I'll cut it out. Alright, I got the deer pretty much done as good as I can, cleaned up. So I'm going to go ahead and weigh it. Alright, so got 15. And the last little bit. Basically 16 pounds. So we'll call it a even 16. Pork, time to weigh it. It's gonna be almost the exact same amount as the deer meat. That's amazing. Almost exactly half a pound more. So 16. So let's say 16 and 16. We're gonna go with 32 pounds of meat. So 32 pounds of meat total. Alright, I moved the operation inside. I just cleaned off I clean it when I put it up every year. It's 409. And then take it out and I clean it again. What I'm going to do here is go over the entire inventory of things you need ready to go to make your sausage. Now what I need to do, and I follow a recipe that I got from this site. I got the air conditioner. I had to move inside because I needed to put the air conditioner on. But there you go. You can see what that site is. And this recipe, I don't follow it to the T. I vary a little bit from it. But that's the one I like right there. And they have a wonderful recipe. I've made a lot of recipes and I've tasted a lot of smoked sausages, and the smoked sausage you get from the river parishes in Louisiana are some of the best, and this one right here mimics that pretty darn good. Now one thing I do different, I do not use these percentages of meat to each other. I use a 50-50. So this, to me, I don't use that. 50-50 Boston butt pork to 50% deer meat. These are the quantities that you want and the directions. So here's the directions for it. You can tell I've used this recipe a few times because I got stains on it. But I mean, you can pause it and go ahead and write it down, or you can just go to this website if they're still up. I haven't been to it in a long time, but it's nice. So yeah, this is a real good recipe. So anyway, what I'm gonna do is I have 36 pounds of meat, so I'm gonna use, this is based off of 10 pounds, so I'm gonna go 3.6 times the amount of everything it says to put in for 10 pounds. I'm gonna go 3.6 times. If you had 45 pounds, you go 4.5 times. So it's pretty easy, huh? I mean, high level math. But anyway, let's go ahead and I'm gonna get my seasonings all out. I'm gonna go over them real quick with y'all so y'all can see what products you need. You're gonna need a bowl of mixture seasonings in with some ice water. So I got some ice ready to go with a stir. I got my measuring cup to measure the water, how much water you're gonna need for the amount of meat you got. It's in the recipe there. So for every 2 cups of ice water for every 10 pounds. So you times that by 3.5, or by 7.5 quarter, or 7.5, or whatever, 7. And anyway, this is the size hog casings. I accidentally ordered this size last year. I used to do it with this size. They don't come in this bucket anymore, which is sad. But I got some one year that was this size in the bucket, and they work fine. They do work fine. But I found that this size is a lot easier to stuff, and it comes out just fine. And the sausage is very tasty at that size, so I don't find much of a difference. I'm gonna make some summer sausage as well as some smoked regular sausage. So I have these kind of mahogany fibrous casings, which is cool. You're gonna need a tablespoon and a teaspoon. I got, you know, they say kosher salt, so cannon salt works. I like this rub sage. This company right here, you want bulk seasonings? I mean, the sausage maker and Spices Incorporated. Both of them are great companies. I use them quite regularly, and I'm very happy with their customer service. This place is really, I think both of them, I know this one's family owned. I think they both are, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But they're very quick, and out of all the companies I've dealt with to get either spices or sausage making products, these two are the best. So you gotta get some bulk rub sage. They say use mustard seeds, but I think like crushed mustard seeds, but I like the ground mustard better for this. It tastes fine, it works great, and you can get some bulk seasonings from this place. It's hard to find these in the store in bulk for a good price. This place has great prices, and it is good. Granulated onion, that's just from a local market. Granulated garlic, paprika, ground allspice. Again, that's where I got it from. I got that from the sausage maker. Cayenne pepper from that says from a local market, but that's stuff I made myself. That's homemade ground cayenne. Some sugar. This is, I don't even think this is that brand. I got this so long ago. I just keep putting my regular cane sugar in this same container because I like it. Black pepper, I mean, I buy this stuff. I got probably, I keep a bunch of these big containers. I like those. Instacure #1, that's the pink frog powder. You won't want that for curing, and this is a contention for some people. MSG, accent is MSG. So if you don't like MSG, you do not have to put this. It's fine. You don't have to. So a lot of people have a hang up with this, and I understand. I don't like to put as much. I cut the salt and the MSG in about half in this recipe, so the accent and the salt get cut a little bit. I don't like to have that too much in my stuff, but the rest of them I pretty much follow. Anyway, there's the breakdown. You got to have the grinder and all the stuff. I'm gonna put it together, and the bowl to catch the meat in and mix. I got some butcher tubs that I can put the meat in. The butcher tubs holding the meat. So I kind of got this. That's the deer meat. I was kind of rinsing it. I found a few bullet fragments I didn't like in some of that, little tiny pieces of bullet fragments. So I'm trying to, but yeah, that's the pork. There's the deer. All right, so here we go. I got the ice water. Let that ice melt in there and get it nice and cold. And there's all the seasonings. That's the pink powder on the top. That's the last thing I put in, but that's all the seasonings ready to take this water. Alright, it's going to be close, but it worked. So, yeah, that did it right there. That got it all mixed. So, I got it in there. Alright. I'm going to put the sausage grinder together. You got to be cognizant of, if I'm going to put the meat into here, you got to have something that fits under there. So, because you don't want to turn it around and feed it. These butcher pans fit pretty well. So, I'm going to put all the meat into this one, take the deer out of there, and I'll have one left over. So I have two places to put meat. So there we go. Now I'm not sure if I'm doing any good, but I take this blood water from the meat and I come and put them on my roses, and I give them a drink of that. And, you certainly don't have to mix it now, but since I got it all in there, I'm just gonna kind of mix them up as this, because you can run the deer first and then the pork, or the pork first and then the deer, and mix them after. They'll all get mixed up in the grinding process anyway, so it depends on however you want to do it. So I mean, it's pretty good there. So okay, all right, turn it on. And that's I found some old brisket fat that I had in the, so I'm gonna put that in there too, and some older bacon that I had. So I'm just gonna grind all of that in there with that too. So let's see how it does. Just put it in there, and yeah, that's how it comes out. Just put all that stuff in there together. So not bad, not bad. Alright, I'm not gonna video too much of this grinding stuff. It's just a bunch of the same thing. And y'all seen it before, I'm sure, but just another video. Alright. Alright, we're getting down to the end here. The thing I do, this is outside of deer sausages, I always save my trimmings from when I do whole fillets. And this makes some of the best burger you ever had. It's so good. So I'll make filet burgers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grind this all up. Have filet burgers. Still partially frozen. Don't let nothing go to waste, man. Especially at the price you pay per pound for this. Make a good burger meat. Not a bad amount of filet burger there. I don't know. It's got to be at least 4 pounds, 3 pounds. 3 pounds of filet burger. Whoo! Man, that's gonna make some good burgers. Man, that's nice. Alright, I transferred this meat over into a bigger tote. As you can see, this is the regular butcher's tote. I got these, actually I got these at Walmart, and I was planning on using them to put my seed starts in, but they are perfect butcher totes. I mean, they're bigger and they're cheap, so they're half the price of these, and bigger and they serve the same purpose. Okay. What I'm gonna do here is stir up the seasoning mix. Still a little bitty ice cubes in there, but that's alright. And I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in here. Put a little bit more water to get the rest of that out. Alright. There it is. Now, I'm just going to fold all this in there and mix it. And from here, just let it sit on itself for 24 hours. No, I'm not going to let it. I'm going to mix this. And then I'm going to get the stuff out, stuff some sausages with it. Make my stuff the summer sausage casing, the fibrous casings that I have, the summer sausage casings, and then I'm gonna make stuff my smoked sausage casings and let this sit for 24 hours as just regular fresh sausage. And tomorrow I'll be smoking it. It won't be quite 24 hours, but that's what they say, let it sit for 24 hours, but you know, it's gonna be close to like between 18 and 20 hours. But I'm just mixing. I gotta use both hands to do this, so I'll get back with y'all later. Alright. I'm getting a little tired of all this, but it's getting later in the day. But one part of this making a summer sausage is picking some good fresh jalapeno pepper. They're beautiful, huh? And alright, so I'm gonna chop up that mess and put them in. I don't even know if that'll be enough. I might have to get more. I just put a bunch of high temp cheese, a bunch, and if you reach under there, all the jalapeno peppers that I cut are underneath there, so I'm gonna have to mix there. So I'm gonna mix this up. This is gonna be some sausage, so I gotta mix it, and it's gonna be very cold. My fingies is already very cold, so let me get that going. All right, I got some casings. I soak them in the water for a little bit. You don't have to soak them too long, just a little bit, just to get them wet. And then come and feed them onto the stuffing tube right there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little tube, this tool. I'm gonna take this little tool that I got here, and what you do is, see how they got these little hog rings? If you just take it, put it like that, and you take your casing and get it and feed it. And then you crimp it. And there you have it, crimped off at the end. I didn't get to do that one as well as I wanted to, because I'm trying to show y'all, so I'm gonna do another one. Get it in there. There we go. So there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and back this out right now, because I need to fill up the what I do is I use this oil to oil this thing. You should keep it oiled more than what I do. I should probably take it down from probably about 3 times a year and oil it, because they had some rust starting to form on there. I gotta kind of deal with that rust that's on there. I don't like that, so I just need to keep it oiled a little bit better. But this is a good little stuffer. I got it for a steal. It was a refurb. It works fine now. Well, I had that much left over, so that'll just be a little couple burgers. Got that sausage right there for smoking, and this is gonna be summer sausage. So it's summer sausage, regular smoked sausage, and a little burger. Now to go light the fire. I thought I was gonna get this all done yesterday. I had to hurry up and come case this morning, so I'm still pretty early. So let's go start the fire. One thing I'm doing is I'm putting strings on these summer sausages, cotton strings. Putting cotton strings on them to hold them. You got to test them though, because a lot of times I stuff these to the very end. And what you got to do is you got to get that string behind that hog ring if you can. Well, look, this one has a better end to tie, but you want to get it kind of behind that hog ring if you use hog. Now you could just tie these shut with string. That would be fine, and I've done that before. But I had those hog rings, and it makes it a little bit easier. Sometimes I'm having fits with this one. I must have stuffed it tight. You go 1, 2, and get that string between the hog ring and the sausage if you can. There we go. And then I just do 2 regular square knots behind that. Then I'll cut off a piece of that. Put these together and just make one loop through, and that's it. And then test it out. Hey, that's coming to check me out, coming to look. And then you just test it out, make sure it won't fall. You don't want it to fall. That's what I do with those. I got a decent fire going in there. This is always a pain in the neck, because this is the thing about doing a hot smoke house like this. You can't really put the sausage in before you light the fire, because a lot of times it's a mess. You need the fire to kind of clean out any creepy crawlers. I lit it the other day and did that, but I had to do it again today. I don't use it very often, and critters and stuff get in there, even ants built up in there. But it's good now. You can even see a few spider webs in the back. Get that down. Yeah, kind of clean up the creepy crawlies. All right, so the way you do this is you hold your breath and you just go in there and do it. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I had to put one down. It was starting to rip, so I just put it down on the bottom bars, but I got everything in there hung. You can see it doesn't look like much, but that is a lot of sausage. Here, I'm gonna put this one. Actually, no. Yeah, I want it hanging like that. Okay. And I'm gonna go get. Oh, that can hang right there. That can hang. I'm gonna go get that burger and put it in there and try and kind of do jerky style stuff with it. Here we go. Alright, I got everything in there, and you see, you remember, I don't know if y'all remember the burger that I had left over, but I'm gonna put it, I put it in a pan like this, pretty thin. It's you know, about a 1/4 inch thick, but I'm gonna let it just dry out until tonight, and hopefully it'll make something similar to jerky. But I'm just gonna sneak this on in there somewhere. Like right there. I'm just gonna put it right there. I'm gonna shut it up. Got a little bit of a fire going right there. It's about exactly how it should be, smoldering. So I'll go take a look at the temperature on the back. This hell that was in here, very disturbing. I'm gonna have to take care of that a little bit better later. But right now it's what it is. If you flap it down, it makes it loose. If you leave it like that, it's nice and tight, so it makes a pretty good seal. And on the back, yeah, we're a little bit above 150 right now. So smoking is usually between 180, I believe, to 200. That's where your sweet spot is. So that's where my sweet spot did is I stretched the hose from way over there at the chicken coop, and I got it on the ready if I need it. It's at the ready. I got the hose at the ready if the need arises. I could wash those stupid ants away right there. I don't make it too sloppy, it'll dry out. But you can see the smokehouse from here smoking, so you know it's still going and running. But I'm gonna go throw a little bit more wood on it. I just walked up and opened the door, but it's been a little bit above 150, so we're rolling. I really don't need to put no wood on it, but I am gonna put one piece of wood that I wanted to put. I brought some more wood over here, and I want to put some of this is rotten. That's still good. That's cherry. Cherry. I'm smoking with 3 different kinds of wood. Well, might even be 4. I know I had some white oak from my 40. I had some southern red oak from my 40. I'm pretty sure this oak right here is red oak, water oak. The water oak, it's a red oak. And then I got some cherry. So I'm gonna throw a piece of that cherry on there because I like that smell. Get that beetle out of there. I don't have to kill you. There. Your home is gone, but at least you ain't gonna burn to death. Oh, shoot. Knock the fire down. Alright. You gotta get a pretty good bed of coals going. And by the time the day gets rolling on, it'll be there. I think I'll put one more piece of cherry on the top there. That stuff will burn pretty fast because it's old and dry. So let the fire go a little bit more. Here, you want to take a peek at the goodies? Ain't much, you know. You can start to see just a little bit of a smoke getting into them. So nowhere near ready. All I did is about an hour and a half. So let that heat get up a little bit in there and get into that other wood, and then I'll shut the door and it'll start smoldering. Alright. What I wanted to show you. Oh yeah. Looking good. Looking good. That's the summer sausage. So I'm cooking it down. Yeah. Oof. A piece of what I'm trying to make in the jerky. a long ways to go. About a few hours. So, so delicious though. As it is now, it's delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this up and let that last little bit of wood burn it. And man, that stuff is pretty. Woo! That's gonna be some good sausage there. Perfect. I mean, it has a great smoke looking color. Everything looks good. That's beautiful. And the smell, oh my God. If you could smell this, that'd be crazy. Alright, y'all. Got that's the smoked sausage. I was trying to vacuum seal some, but it wasn't working because it was a little too hot and the juices were still coming out. So I'll let it cool off. And look how pretty that is. That is some beautiful smoked sausage. Oh my God, I gave some to Dad. He brought it home and yep, good stuff. Alright, here we are. I'm gonna do some vacuum sealing with them. Hopefully this thing still works. It's getting to the end of its life, this vacuum seal. I've been having problems with it, but I'm hoping I can get this sausage done. You got to get it cold, because if you do it while it's still hot, the juices come out. I learned that the other day. I knew it the other day, but it makes it damn near impossible to vacuum seal, because you get all them oils up in the top of the bag, and it won't seal. Looks like it did. Nice and full. See, that's a good full sausage. That's how it should look. And that's good stuffing, good smoke, good curing. That's how you want it. Nice and solid. Not too many gaps in it. See how it looks like that? Should have that nice fine look to it. That tastes good. Good. Excellent flavor. Excellent. Yummy. Smoked the summer sausage, and it has some beautiful looks to it. Put them in the freezer. I seal them up in these little bags and I freeze them, even though you're not absolutely required to freeze summer sausage. I do, and I'm gonna have a lot of them. That's quite a few. So let me tell you, I got some burgers I made. I did this before in a video. I keep all my trimmings from fillets that I cut up, and I ground them when I was grinding the deer sausage, and I made a whole bunch of ground fillet, and that's what it is. And I'm gonna cook some burgers outside on the grill. Filet mignon burgers, yum yum. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut some sausage here. That's not a bad piece. Doesn't have a whole bunch of cheese in it. Cut that so I can get that ring. Pull a fibrous casing off of it, and give it a try. Oh man. Mmm. Wow. Oh my goodness. That flavor. Mmm. Wow. Oh man. I'm gonna go ahead and cut one more bean. Mm. Oh man. Mmm. Wow. Got a big piece of jalapeno pepper in that one. Mmm. Good. That is super. Super good. That's delicious. I have my cut. Then I got a lot of the cheeses and stuff in there. Cheese, jalapeno pepper. Take that fibrous casing off of there. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and have a good bite of that. Right? Mmm. Mmm. Oh. Oh my goodness. Mmm. Mmm. Oh. Yeah. Mmm. That's like some of the best. Mmm. Mmm. Man. Mmm. The more you let it rest and just sit, the better it gets. The flavors. Mmm. All gone. Man. That is some wonderful, wonderful stuff. Alright, y'all. That's all I can do with that.